Here's your business brief for this Wednesday. First to Washington, where Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has summoned a meeting with top financial regulators. This comes amid the GameStop saga that dominated Wall Street last week. Yellen is set to meet with the heads of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. The Treasury Secretary consulted ethics lawyers before calling the meeting. This is because Secretary Yellen took $700,000 in speaking fees from Citadel, a hedge fund impacted by last week's Reddit-driven market action. This was first reported by Reuters. Senator Elizabeth Warren is set to introduce some legislation for a wealth tax. The Massachusetts senator who just joined the Senate Finance Committee says the tax would be for fortunes that top $50 million. That would impact roughly 75,000 households. If passed, there would be a 2-cent tax on every dollar of individual wealth over $50 million. Then there would be an additional tax on every dollar over $1 billion of wealth. The private sector added 174,000 jobs in January, this according to ADP, which put out its report earlier today. Here are the numbers. Service-related businesses made up a majority of the new jobs. The sector accounted for 156,000 jobs. Healthcare and social assistance sectors came in second. They added roughly 48,000 jobs. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos has announced he's leaving his post later this year. Andy Jassy, an executive overseeing Amazon's web services, will move up to the top spot. Jassy has been with the e-commerce giant since 1997. He led Amazon Web Services cloud team since it launched. This announcement comes alongside a record-breaking earnings report. The company generated a whopping $125 billion in revenue in the fourth quarter. Swiping right on Wall Street, the dating app Bumble has priced its upcoming IPO. They will price 34.5 million shares for sale between $28 and $30. The Austin, Texas-based company plans to list on the NASDAQ Global Select Market under the ticker BMBL. They plan to raise as much as $1 billion ahead of the offering. Companies including Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, and JP Morgan Chase are leading the underwriting group. Fittingly, the company is expected to go live around Valentine's Day. Spotify is also hitting a milestone. The music streaming service has now topped 155 million paid subscribers. The news comes in conjunction with their fourth quarter earnings report. Active users jumped 27% in the fourth quarter. The recent moves drove up their revenue 17% in Q4. And those are your business news headlines for this Wednesday. I'm Andy Hirschfeld in New York.